Okay, I just launched Sage, and let me just go through this. So I'm going to clear the screen so you can see it more clearly. This is the problem in this problem set where I said use a computer algebra system. I'm using Sage as my computer algebra system. Let me reset. Let me define the function. Well, first I'd like to define a variable, x equals var. So I got my variable now. Let's put the function in f of x. This is being assigned, and it's being assigned a rational function, which is x plus 4. And that's going to be divided by x minus 27. So I got my function defined. And what I want to do is start taking derivatives of this thing over here. Now, you notice in the notes they tell you how to take a derivative using Sage. So I'm going to do that, diff. What are we going to differentiate? F of x with respect to with respect to x. And what I'm going to do is just take the first derivative of it. All right. And when I do that, what am I seeing? I'm seeing something, and you say, what are you seeing? I'm really seeing this over here. All right. Now, one thing that students have trouble with is writing it down. They look at it and say, I don't know what I'm looking at. You got to write that down to know what you're looking at. Now, what I want to do, I want to take higher derivatives, and I'm going to put a 2 here, which means I'm going to take the second derivative, and let's see what it looks like. And when you look at that, I hope you realize you're looking at the second line. But again, my opinion is you should probably write that down so it's clearly looking like the second line. All right? So what I'm going to do, the third derivative, I don't want to go too far in this over here. I'm definitely seeing a generalized pattern to the problem. Even looking at this, I see a generalized pattern to it. But I want to go to the fourth derivative. And you could do this all day long. Sage is not going to like bark at you saying, what are you doing to me? It's going to do it. It's going to do it each time. And again, the more you do it, the more you see a pattern. But again, I'm the opinion, you probably should write this down. But even if you didn't write it down, you should be seeing a pattern to the problem. Right? What am I doing? Looking at it and looking for patterns. And it certainly looks like a pattern to me. All right. And again, we discussed that when we did the notes, by the way. Let me do the fifth derivative. And again, I'm expecting to see that. You know, I could probably predict the sixth one, the seventh one, so forth and so on. But they want you to generalize it, which we talked about in the notes, how to generalize that for the kth derivative. And I'm going to say Sage is an important product, right? That you can do that. What you can't do with Sage, though, at least I don't believe you can do, is asking for the kth derivative. You're asking for the first derivative, second derivative, third derivative, fourth derivative, fifth derivative. If you want to go beyond that, you're certainly welcome to. You, for example, I'll put, and you might be surprised by this, I'll put 100 over here, and you might be surprised what it spits back to me, something like this, which I'll be honest with, is not entirely helpful to me, all right? Other than the fact that I do see a pattern there. It's the numbers I don't recognize, but they are factorial numbers, and they're kind of hard to look at. Thank you.